Hi fam. So what comes into your mind when you hear donor funded, but it's a loan? According to the CS of Agriculture, Mutahi Kagwe, he said that donor funded agriculture projects are loans and not free money.
Yesterday, in the cabinet meeting that was held yesterday, one of the things that came up is the loose arrangements with which we have got with donors. That donors can be operating in a county or in the ministry without any real comprehensive arrangement with the ministry, with the county, or even with other organizations. I think this is critical, and I think the message needs to go very loudly and very clearly, particularly those who are loaning us money that we have to pay. Because I've repeated many times, and some of you have heard me say this, that this word donor is deceiving. Because when you say donor in the English language, it sounds like free money. But it is not free money. You know, the word that we should be using is actually loans. These loans that we are getting must be loans for which we have determined.
Now pause it right there. Because if it's a loan, then by definition, it is not donor money. Because let's be clear, tukue clear wadau, donors donate, they support, well-wishers. No repayment, they don't expect anything back, just good results. But lenders, loan, they give you money, you pay with interest. They expect you to pay the money back and interest. So now that we are clear on this, whoever, the government, Mutahi Kagwe, or the ministry, whoever calls loans donor funded, stop playing with us, because it doesn't work like that. You cannot say that I was gifted some money and then I'm expected to return with some interest. That's not a gift. That is borrowing with a better PR. Or assuming a farmer says that I was given a cow and I'm expected to return the cow with 2 calves. How is that a gift? That is livestock microfinance. So, Mutahi Kagwe and your ministry, we cannot talk about accountability and yet we are not even using the right or the correct words. So accountability starts with us being accountable for the right words that we are using. So if it's a loan, let it be clear, it's a loan. And if we are expected to pay with interest, if it's donor funded, let's talk about accountability and better management for these funds rather than saying it is a loan. Toihamwe. But still, let's be fair, because we are educated people and not emotional. CS Kagwe is right about one thing. Any borrowed money or any borrowed funds must show results. Any loans must deliver real impact for the farmers or for the Kenyans at large. That part is absolutely clear. There is no borrowed money or borrowed loans that should be going into people's pockets. But now the problem is, you can't, the government or Mutahi, you can't lecture the citizens about accountability while you're still confusing the most basic terms. If it's a loan, please say it's a loan, call it a loan. If it's donation, say donation. Let's be clear on these two terms. If someone donated, let's hear about donation. If someone gave us a loan, let's talk about the loan that we received, so that we can, when we don't have confusion on these basic terms, because you understand, the people we are dealing with is a common mwananchi. When you talk about donor funded, most common people, all they hear is free, no repayment, no interest. Meanwhile, the ministry and you people and the people who are donated, given us a loan, are expecting us to pay the loans, pay with interest. So we are carrying the burden as citizens. So for us to start with accountability, we must start first by setting the correct terms, zikwe straight. This is how accountability starts. Once we've set things clear, then every other thing falls into its rightful place. So, Mutahi Kagwe, the ministry, and the government at large, if we must repay it, then it wasn't donated, it was borrowed. Let's get that clear. That's how we start accountability, with the correct words, not clever spins around. Twihamwe ta Diabs.